Manaya Namaha. Om Ganpataye Namaha. Om Vakrakund Mahakaya Suryakoti Samprabha Nirvignya Kuru Mideva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Namaste. I'm Pradeep.
I'm Ramona.
We are here today embarking on a journey to share our experiences in our lifetime in the spiritual world, in the spiritual phase that we have lived so far. Ramona and I came together for a reason, and that purpose is being played out, and this is one way for us to share that with all of you.
I'm from Romania, a beautiful country full of powerful, mysterious, and esoteric energies. And I was brought here in the United States 2 years and a half, unknowingly the path that it was meant for me.
This itself is a spiritual experience which Ramona will talk about in detail later on, either in this episode or in a subsequent episode. Life is full of spiritual experiences. We just don't recognize them. We are spiritual beings. We are born for a spiritual reason. But unfortunately, the majority of people on this planet live in darkness without being aware of their spiritual self, their spiritual purpose, the higher self, and the connection with the universe. And through our own experiences, sharing those with you, we hope to share and help you to understand how this real life experiences can help us to transcend this mundane world and rise higher for the higher purpose for which we are all born. My spiritual journey has unfolded in very clear 3 phases in my life. And without getting into the biological number of years, because spirituality does not follow the numbers of years, it's based on experience and it unfolds according to your destiny. The first phase of my life was the typical, normal, mundane life that almost everyone on this planet almost aspires for: to be born, to be raised, to go to school, to have an education, higher education, get married, have children, have a relationship, have a career, and then at some point in the future to retire and then pass on. That was not for me. My destiny was very clear in my horoscope, and sure enough, that first phase lasted a certain number of years, and then very dramatically, I moved on to the second phase where it was a spiritual path that started unfolding for me. And I did not even realize as I started moving on that path how fast it was moving and how things were developing for me, because it was all the way it was meant to be. For Ramona, it has been slightly different. She is more of a people person. She has experienced life in many different ways, in myriad ways, and she has had different experiences in Romania and after coming here. So, Ramona, tell us your understanding of spirituality and how it has unfolded for you in your life so far.
Spirituality for me had many and various forms, and the path to divinity is there is no one path. There are multiple of them which lead to the same divinity.
And that is exactly the point that we hope to make through these connections with you, that each of us is a unique spiritual being, and there is no one path for all of us. The truth is one, divinity is one, it leads to that same truth, to the same divinity, but we follow different paths. Whatever path is meant for you and whatever path unfolds for you is what you follow, you walk on that to reach the same goal that everyone else is trying to get as well. Right, Ramona?
Mm.
So, through this series of videos, Ramona and I hope to share not just our experiences, but our abilities that we have gathered over the years in terms of our healing practice, in terms of connecting, channeling, and various other modalities that we have become used to and experienced with all of you, either on an individual basis or on a collective basis. Ramona, help us understand what are some of the modalities, specific ways that you can help share with the audience in terms of your own skills and abilities to help them.
So, in this series of videos, we are looking to experience a variety of experience and ideas and ways to help you have a memorable and effective, powerful sessions. So, growth is painful, change is painful, but nothing is more painful than being stuck somewhere where you don't belong. And I guess many of us has experienced this kind of feelings. In my work, my experience, my professional judgment, and personal opinion, I noticed that oftentimes we are trying to bring something eternal like love, happiness, abundance into the mundane. Rising the love consciousness and vibration will illuminate our delusions and perception about our own existence and path on earth. Understanding is that as humans, our mind is deluded with plenty of attachment of the material world and oftentimes find refuges in people, places, and things that are not eternal, mostly because our belief conditioning. My passion is to help people discover their unique and positive life purpose through individual or group sessions in these uncertain times, and also create a beautiful community with wonderful people that are on the same page and vibration with us. One of the ways that I can help the audience is to awaken the awareness of love consciousness, provide intuitive readings, intuitive tarot readings, and counseling. But what about you, Pradeep?
Well, there are many different modalities of healing, and I believe that each of us is a healer at the core. It's just about invoking that healing ability. And what we mean by healing is to allow the energy, the pran shakti, the chi, the ki, that is universal, that exists everywhere, that is the life force, to flow freely without any obstruction, without any blockage inside our mind, body, and spirit. And when we get into details about the chakra balancing, to allow the chakras, which are the energy centers, to flow and to vibrate, and for this energy to move up. So, as a Reiki practitioner, for example, as crystal healer, as aroma and sound therapy and chakra balancing, these are some of the specific ways. And then I like to share this in the form of workshops, which are detailed on our website on tantien.org, in terms of many different ways to talk about self healing, about chakra balancing, about Reiki initiation. I also believe that food and nutrition is the foundation of self healing. So I have done cooking workshops to help understand what are the healthy ways to cook, how to eat. There are rules of naturopathy, of Ayurvedic ways of eating and digestion. These are all set in the natural environment in terms of being synchronized with nature. These are just some aspects of how we can move forward on this journey together. It can be done on a one-on-one basis. It can be done on an online format in this day and age, or it can be done preferably, which is my preference, in a personal situation, personal setting, either individually or in a group setting. So Ramona has her own abilities, as she explained. I have my own. We also collectively will do something through these videos. We talk about our experiences to help you understand, and then also through our workshops, we hope to devise to help you move along on your journey as well. So Ramona, please help the audience to understand and explain to them how can they connect with us. So the way you can connect with us is how you can see go down below. We have Skype, WhatsApp,
or email address or even phone number that you can contact us.
So you can connect with us through any of those formats and you can make an appointment for an agreed upon time and place for an online consultation, for an online session, online healing. And once we are able to travel and move around freely, as is the normal way, I hope that we can meet in person depending on where you are located and depending on our travel schedule. We do travel and we do plan to travel all around. We travel all over the world and we hope to bring our sessions closer to where you may be. And that is a more effective way I have found in my experience over the years, a personal face to face interaction where you can talk about, you can relate to the body language. The energy flows in a much easier and a more natural way than it does online. I'm a firm believer in that based on my own experience. So, with that, we would like to say thank you very much for listening. This is the introduction. This is the introduction for myself, Pradeep,
And Ramona.
we are Pramona, and we hope to bring many more videos and continuing this session on many different topics that may be of use to you. And if you would like us to talk about or discuss something specific, please feel free to write to us. Thank you.
Namaste.